Have you ever opened Instagram for just 5 minutes and somehow ended up questioning your entire life? You see someone your age sipping coffee in a glass-walled cafe overlooking a skyline. Swipe. A travel vlogger is flying business class to Dubai. Swipe. A fitness influencer shows their morning routine that includes a smartwatch, luxury gym, protein supplements, and a spotless minimalist apartment that looks like a magazine cover. And suddenly, your own life feels smaller. Your room feels messier, your phone feels older, your clothes feel outdated, your weekend feels boring. You close the app, but the feeling stays. Later that day, you order food instead of cooking. You browse sneakers you don't need. You think, maybe I deserve something nice. A small purchase turns into a bigger one. And somehow, at the end of the month, your bank balance looks confused, like it's asking, where did all the money go? Here's the uncomfortable truth most people never realize. It didn't disappear. It was slowly drained by a lifestyle you were never supposed to afford. A lifestyle designed for likes, not for real life. And social media is the perfect salesman. Let's talk about the trap. Most people think spending decisions are logical. If we earn more, we spend more. If something is useful, we buy it. If we can afford it, it's fine. But that's not how money decisions actually work. Money decisions are emotional, and social media is an emotion machine. It quietly reshapes what you think is normal. A few years ago, flying economy was normal. Today, you see influencers stretching their legs in business class pods, and suddenly regular seats feel like failure. A simple birthday dinner used to be enough. Now it feels incomplete without aesthetic lighting, coordinated outfits, and a photo that says, "My life is amazing." Basic phones work perfectly fine, but after watching tech creators unbox the newest models in slow motion, your perfectly functional phone starts to feel like a relic from ancient history. Nothing in your real life changed, but your standards did, and that shift is expensive. Here's where psychology quietly steps in. Humans are wired for comparison. Thousands of years ago, we compared ourselves to neighbors to understand our social standing. It helped us survive in tribes, but today, your brain compares your life to millions of people online. Not average people, not normal days, but highlight reels. You're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's movie trailer, and your brain doesn't know the difference. It just feels like you're falling behind. This creates something psychologists call relative deprivation. That's a fancy way of saying you feel poor not because you lack necessities, but because others appear to have more. And when people feel poor, they try to fix the feeling, not by building wealth slowly, but by upgrading their lifestyle instantly. This is where the spending spiral begins. You don't buy things because you need them. You buy things because you want to feel caught up. New clothes to look sharper, better phone for better photos, expensive cafe visits because everyone goes there. Trips you can't afford but book anyway because memories matter. Individually, each expense feels small, harmless, justified, but together they quietly form a lifestyle that demands more money every month. Subscriptions stack up, EMIs pile on, credit card bills grow teeth, and savings get pushed to next month, again and again and again. Not because you're irresponsible, but because you're chasing a moving target. A lifestyle that keeps upgrading itself every time you open an app. Think of it like running on a treadmill that keeps getting faster. At first, it's manageable. A few upgrades, a few comforts, nothing extreme. But then the speed increases. Now basic feels boring. Affordable feels embarrassing. Simple feels like failure. And you start running harder, not to build wealth, but to maintain an image. The problem? Image is rented. Wealth is owned. And rent is due every single month. Let's make this simple. Imagine two people. Person A earns a decent income and lives a quiet life. They cook most meals, use their phone for years, avoid unnecessary upgrades, and invest regularly. Person B earns the same income, but tries to match the lifestyle they see online. They upgrade devices frequently, eat out often, finance vacations, and keep refreshing their wardrobe. From the outside, Person B looks more successful. Better photos, cooler places, more exciting life. But financially, Person A is building assets. Person B is building expenses. One is planting seeds. The other is decorating a tree that has no roots. And over time, roots matter more than decorations. Here's the deeper psychological trick. Social media monetizes attention, but it also monetizes aspiration. Influencers don't just show products, they show identities. Not buy this watch, but be the kind of person who wears this watch. Not visit this cafe, but live a life worth photographing. So purchases stop being practical. They become emotional identity upgrades. You're not buying shoes, you're buying confidence. You're not buying a car, you're buying status. You're not buying an expensive dinner, you're buying a moment that proves your life is interesting. And when spending becomes identity-driven, it becomes endless, because identity never satisfies. There's always a higher tier, a better version, a richer image to chase. This creates
creates a dangerous illusion. If my life looks rich, I must be doing well. But looking rich and being rich are opposites. Looking rich requires spending. Being rich requires not spending. Looking rich is loud. Being rich is quiet. Looking rich is visible on screens. Being rich is invisible in bank accounts, investments, and assets quietly growing in the background. The tragedy? Most people sacrifice the second to maintain the first. They drain their future to decorate their present. And here's the part no one talks about. The algorithm doesn't show you average lives. It shows extremes, luxury travel, dream apartments, perfect bodies, high-end gadgets, because extremes grab attention. So your brain starts believing this is normal, but it's not normal. It's curated, filtered, sometimes rented just for photos. Many influencers don't even own the luxury they showcase. Cars are borrowed. Trips are sponsored, clothes are returned after shoots, homes are Airbnb rentals. But your brain doesn't see contracts and sponsorship deals. It sees lifestyle and tries to copy it with real money, your money. Now pause for a moment and ask, have you ever bought something mainly because it would look good? A cafe chosen for photos, a gadget bought for aesthetic appeal, an outfit purchased for a single event, a vacation you couldn't comfortably afford but booked anyway. Most people have, because social approval feels valuable. Likes feel like validation, and validation feels like success. But validation doesn't pay bills. It doesn't build investments. It doesn't create freedom. It only creates pressure to maintain the image. And maintaining an image is one of the most expensive hobbies in the modern world. Real wealth works differently. It grows quietly, boringly, without applause. It's built through habits that don't photograph well. Saying no to upgrades, cooking at home, repeating simple outfits, using devices longer, avoiding debt traps, investing before spending. These actions don't look impressive online, but financially, they're powerful, because wealth is not built from big dramatic moves. It's built from small, invisible decisions repeated consistently, like water slowly filling a tank. You don't notice the rise day to day, but one day it's full. Here's the key shift. Stop asking, does this look successful? Start asking, does this build freedom? One question feeds ego, the other builds wealth. Freedom means choices, the ability to leave a stressful job, handle emergencies calmly, travel without debt, sleep without financial anxiety. And freedom is funded by assets, not aesthetics. This doesn't mean you should never enjoy life. Money is meant to improve your lifestyle, but there's a difference between intentional enjoyment and unconscious imitation. Intentional spending says, I value travel, so I'll plan and save for meaningful trips. Imitation says, everyone is traveling, I feel left out, let me book something quickly. Intentional spending aligns with your values. Imitation spending reacts to other people's lives. One builds happiness, the other builds bills. Think of social media like a restaurant menu filled with expensive dishes. You're not supposed to order everything. You're supposed to choose what truly satisfies you. But many people try to taste everything and end up paying a bill they regret. So what can you actually do? First, become aware of emotional spending triggers. Notice when you feel the urge to buy something right after scrolling. That urge isn't random, it's emotional residue. Give it time to fade. Second, delay upgrades. Most things you want today will feel unnecessary in a week. Impulse fades faster than EMIs. Third, redefine success privately. If success means peace, flexibility, and freedom, your money decisions change automatically. You stop buying for strangers and start building for yourself. And finally, remember this powerful truth. You don't need to look rich to become rich. In fact, the less you try to impress, the faster wealth grows, because money saved is future power stored. At the end of the day, social media is a highlight reel, not a financial guide. It shows lifestyles without showing liabilities, moments without monthly payments, smiles without stress. If you chase images, you sacrifice reality. But if you build quietly, one day your reality won't need filters. You won't need to prove anything, because financial freedom speaks softly but changes everything. And maybe the smartest flex in the modern world is having a life so financially secure